We're live.
Okay, now it says we're live. Yep.
Okay. Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're here with my friend / business partner, Roqb. That's how I think of your name anyway. How are you doing?
We can talk about that.
Oh yeah. Why did you choose to have that as your name?
All right. Well, it's a silent Q. I started spelling my name with a Q in, I guess it was 8th grade. In my keyboard class, we had to make these little signs for our name to put above our computer. And I went by Rob at the time, and still technically do. But I felt like writing ROB on this like really long like name thing was so short. It looked really stupid. So I was like, I'm gonna add another letter to my name, and the first one I started with was Q. And I thought like maybe I'll try like some other ones like X or something, but that's a little too hardcore, right? So I thought Q you pronounce like Q in the random name, like no try and pronounce, but people do obviously. So yeah, and then I don't know, I just started spelling it like that on like all my school stuff, and I've just spelled it like that, kind of like casually ever since. Like it's not my legal name or anything, but yeah.
Did anyone weren't the teachers like, hey, shut up, just write your normal name?
I told them that's just how I like to spell it now. I think I started writing like my last name as part of my name just so they like weren't confused who it was that was writing it.
Right.
But yeah, I remember in 10th grade, my teacher got my summer report or whatever. We had like these summer reading assignments, and I turned it into my English teacher the first day of school, and she was like confused. She's like, did you typo your name on your paper? Like who does that? So
that would be like a really tough typo though, because like Q and B are pretty far, but
yeah, pretty bad.
Wait, so in college,
oh, I looked at that keyboard. I have a keyboard on my laptop, but I have another keyboard over there. That's why I looked over there.
Oh, either way, you looked at a keyboard. But anyway, wait. So before we go on, the point of this video is to help Roqb, because that's how I'm gonna say it. That's how I say it.
Silent Q, wrong.
But what am I saying? We're here to type him. We're not. Oh, here's what I'm thinking: that we don't say our type, and let's let there completely be like, what's his type?
I mean, I don't have one.
People can hopefully be like, hey, this is what we think your type is. But yeah. I guess this is essentially a not formal typing video, with people who are not David Chen. So, okay. So I guess the very typical question: what would you say is like your biggest struggle in life?
Oh God, I always have trouble with like biggest. It's like I was thinking. Oh, man, no, I'm not gonna answer your question.
Or
biggest struggle.
I guess maybe not your biggest struggle, but what is something, or maybe this might be too personal, but maybe you can talk in general terms or work around it. But what would you say is like something that's caused the most pain in your life, or like I guess the time?
Oh, my back.
Sorry.
I mean, I do have bad posture, but the most pain. I mean, that's part of like that would be super fascinating, like super obvious to me. Yeah, and then I start like thinking about all the stuff I know about personality. This is why like they say not to read so much before you get typed.
But, do they say that?
Well,
I mean,
some people do.
Okay. But like they make you subscribe to the class for 2 months before that. So that's kind of like giving more information.
Yeah, which is, I guess, counter to, I guess, what I've heard you say and some other people, like that it's better to know absolutely nothing when you go into these things, where it's all swimming in my head. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's easier for me to just like talk about like things I'm struggling with at work versus like what's my life struggle. But
Okay, what
like
are you
what?
dealing with at work?
So to, to answer a different question than what you asked me. Um, so recently there's like a new developer on my team, and I get this. There was one previously that I was also struggling to sort of integrate into the work. I feel like there's like a lot of things that they need to know to really be effective, and it's up to me to sort of convey a lot of that. And I struggle with the balance of like how much information I'm just giving him directly versus like letting him learn. I feel like I'm just like very bad at teaching people things. I don't know how much information to give people, uh, which friend and I have talked about with like his videos. Sometimes he goes on a little long, and I was like suggesting like try and focus on something that can fit on a note card, which maybe that's what I should be doing too. But but I'm also just like I'm trying to give him enough work to work for an entire day, and I just like have no clue how to estimate that amount of work. So yeah, that just like the planning out of what someone's going to do for an entire day, I can't like do that for myself. So it feels very difficult to try and do that for someone else who I can't even like judge the abilities of. Really, it's like I'll give him this. Is this enough for him to get going, or is it too much information and I'm trying too hard? That kind of struggle. And
Wait,
yeah, just trying to. Oh, what?
no, I was gonna say like, do you know his like qualifications and stuff? Because maybe does
Yeah, I mean, I know he knows how to code. But a lot of it's like a more abstract skill in that it's how to navigate this code base full of legacy code that's kind of obtuse. So like you can say like this is the feature we need to do, but then he's like, how do I integrate this into this massive code base, and avoid having him do something that would be like rehashing over something that somebody's already done, because there's a lot of like code that he can leverage as well. So it's like, oh, well, if you knew about that, this would have been easy, but I didn't tell you that, so I have to like think of all that stuff prior for him, or at least I feel like I should. I don't know. I struggle with the efficiency of that. It's just like I want it to just be a smooth thing, but I guess that's not how learning works, right? So, no.
do you have like
I,
problems with
I
him?
want to be good at it. I want to be good at like helping him learn, but
Do you have like problems with him specifically, or
no. Sometimes like I think I'm like focusing and trying to really like teach him, and he's being a little silly. And with the coronavirus situation going on right now, the pandemic, we actually have this thing at work right now where you can't log on to the VPN from 8 to 6 p.m. So people are like kind of working during the day off of the VPN and then being up after those hours to sort of sync up. So I don't know, we kind of felt rushed in doing it, because I like want to go eat. So that's probably part of it. I was talking about that earlier today, where I'm like, maybe we should rethink our schedule here because this is not working. But I forgot what I was talking about.
Well, I asked you if you have like issues with him specifically.
Oh, right. So yeah, not really. I think he's like joking around a little bit too much for me at times when I'm like trying to make sure that like he knows what he's doing. But I think eventually we'll get it to a point where I'm more okay with that. Because I mean, I like to joke around, as you know, but when trying to convey certain information, I'm just like, please make sure that like we have established this, so I know that you're like good to go. Because I care, I guess.
So, like, what is that? How does that? I feel like a therapist, but like, how does that make you feel? I guess.
How does it make me feel that he is joking around, or
like when you're giving information that I guess you're serious about, but then he's like messing around or joking around?
Well, it's yeah, I don't even know if it's like messing around so much as like he seems pretty casual about it. I'm like, I just want to make sure like you know what I'm telling you. So I just don't know him well enough yet. So it's like, is this, and maybe I'm like thinking about like the previous person I was working with, because with him I would like give him stuff, and then it would seem like he would go and work on it, and then like it would turn out that it didn't seem like he knew what I was asking him to do at all. So maybe there's some of that to it. I guess I'm realizing that now as well. Helps to talk this stuff out. Turns out. But yeah, I don't really feel like I have an issue with him in particular. Like, just,
do you feel like you're being controlling though? Like when you have to give out orders or like tell him what to do? Like, what is?
Yeah, that does feel weird. That does feel weird too. I'm like, trying to find the balance of like giving him enough information and not just like telling him what to do as well. That is.
But why is it so important for you to, I guess, like, not just like, why can't you just tell him what to do?
Well, I mean, I do tell him what to work on, but like I don't want to tell him exactly how to do it because like he's an adult.
But that, like, is it more of a, oh, I don't want to do your work for you because like I have my own shit to do, or is it something else?
Well, I mean, there's an aspect of that too, for sure. Yeah, it is one of those things where I want the stuff to be done right. So I guess maybe that's part of why it's like, are you taking this seriously? Like, I do want it to be done right at the end of the day. So, so is that control chaos?
I could be.
Sorry.
Why are you sorry?
I don't want to bring up the terms.
I mean, it's fine.
If I guess.
Okay, but what are your thoughts on, I guess, this pandemic? I don't know why I air quotes it, but
yeah, I mean, it is a pandemic, right?
Yeah.
The official classification. That's the thing. I'm not paying that close of attention. I know what's going on and that I should stay home pretty much all the time.
Have you been respecting that?
Yeah, we've gone out for walks, but distancing from the other people we see while going for walks. I feel like I'm doing like hands things and I'm not far back enough. But yeah, we haven't gone anywhere since. I guess we went for a drive the other weekend, but we also were staying away from people. We just wanted to like go out for a bit. Not going near anyone. Yeah, I definitely take it seriously because you can like people like me can easily be a carrier for someone that's much more at risk. So I want to do my part in contributing to keeping people safe, I suppose. Like if there was a flu shot thing, I would like do that. But it's not quite so simple. I mean, I guess this is the equivalent of the flu shot for coronavirus, staying home, keeping away from people. I find that much easier than remembering to wash my hands constantly. So I think I'd rather just stay home than I'm always touching my face. I would probably like to like count how many times I touch my face in this interview, like go back.
You should.
Probably non-zero.
Probably not 0, especially considering you just did it.
No, I'm not touching.
Okay. Okay, but I wanted to ask, how is the pandemic, I guess, affecting you in terms of like how is the whole staying at home part all the time? Like, how's that happening?
So normally I go into the office and then I work with people that are remote from me anyway, so that's kind of the same. Like I don't really want to go into it too much, but that's like my work situation. Like I go into an office and then I work remotely. Hi. So I'm pretty used to doing that, and it's kind of the same. It's kind of weird almost how much it's the same because it's so different for everybody. Oh, like the 8 to 6 thing is a pain. That's been a huge pain in the side. Like we're adjusting our the thing where we're not allowed on the VPN from 8 to 6. That's been a pain. So like I'm getting up early so I can get on for people that are working before that, and then I'm working later to be off after. So it's kind of like I'm working a longer day than normal, but I have like a bigger break in the middle. But I mean, that's been weird and taken some adjustment too. I also think this chair is less comfortable. Just in general, like I feel like my posture has been way worse. But this is not me talking about how the pandemic's affecting me. I don't know. If I'm really answering. I guess it's not in any like extreme way, emotionally or something.
Wow, that's interesting. But so it's just.
I mean, I'm like, it's weird. It's like there's this layer of chaos going on, but I go outside and it's spring and nice out, and I'm like, what's going on? It's like, is it really that dangerous out here? But obviously that's
well, not for you, but I guess other people, older people.
Right.
Okay. Well, I guess, what do you think is your biggest strength? Very, very generic question, but
strength.
Yeah.
These guns. My biggest strength. I'm pretty good at board games.
Deep.
Does that count?
Sure.
I mean, I'm pretty good at board games and things that like logic that could be applied similar to board games. I think I'm fairly good at. Like I've been good at math and programming. I think I'm decent. I don't know. It's like.
So you do play games, like what kind of board games, I guess?
Well, I've been playing Magic the Gathering a long time. Like, I guess I played that Pokemon trading card game back in like 2nd grade before I got banned from my elementary school. Like, I don't know if many people experienced that at my age, maybe not your age, but it was like this big thing, and then people were like getting their cards stolen and stuff. So that, like schools were just like, no, not anymore. This is because some of them were like worth a bunch of money and stuff. So it's just, like you can't let little kids at elementary schools deal with that stuff. Um, but then I got into Magic in 3rd or 4th grade or something. And it was made by the same company that made the Pokemon trading card game, Wizards of the Coast. So I got into that for a while, and then I kind of got out of it, and then got back into it later, and like I've been playing it since elementary school. Is kind of the idea.
Wait, so isn't that kind of like your also MBTI story or whatever? Like you got into it, then you got out of it, and then you got into it. I don't know if I remember it wrong.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I got into MBTI stuff, things adjacent to it, about 4.5 years ago, I think. I was like unsure on the math. I said I was good at math. I'm a liar.
Wow, you can't remember your time. So bad at math.
Yeah. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I mean, I got into MBTI pretty, and like the functions and stuff pretty deep for a while, and was utterly confused, and then thought I knew what type I was, and then felt like I didn't know, and then got out of it. But I've always been like kind of in and out, or like looking at Reddit and stuff, and various YouTube videos. Not too many of yours until we met, but
wow.
Sorry.
Okay.
You had your INTP catered content, so I was like. Also after my time.
Oh, your time.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, how much could I be into it? I had never really joined a community other than like the Reddit stuff, and it's like you don't actually know people on there really consistently. At least I've never like made a friend off of Reddit. I don't. Maybe other people have, but. Let's see.
Okay.
Oh, someone's here. Hi.
Is here. Okay, let's just do this video for now, and then maybe we can have another one.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
Hey, no problem.
Okay. Thank you for being here, and see you.
See you nowhere. Bye. Bye, audience.
How do I not live this? Oh my god. I don't